Hello and welcome to Brandy's Poetry Corner, a reading from The Fire of Joy, an anthology of the poems he loved by Clive James, published in 2020, by Picador, and borrowed from my local library. Use your library or lose it. This one, I think I have to read a little of Clive James' notes because I'd never heard of Brian Howard. And yes, and this poem, written in 1940, during the Second World War. Yes, I must read this because it is sort of important to the poem. Apart from this poem, Brian Howard accomplished next to nothing. He was a standard issue British upper class wastrel and was actually used as a very identifiable model for louche uselessness in Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited, where he was the prototype of Anthony Blanche, drinking brandy at a prodigious rate and making a startling appearance broadcasting fragments of the wasteland through his megaphone. It's the kind of young man that Brian Howard was, and which becomes clear in his poem, which is called Gone to Report. So this is Gone to Report by Brian Howard, 1940. For 21 years he remained, faithful and lounging, there, under the last tree, at the end of the charming evening street. His flask was always full for the unhappy, rich or bold. He could always tell you where you wanted to go, what you wanted to be told. And during all the dear 21 years, he remained exactly 21 years old. His eyes were the most honest of all, his smile the most naturally sweet. Many trusted him who trusted no one. Many extremely clever persons will kill themselves unless they find him. They search, sparkling with fear, through the whole quarter. They even enter the church. Crowds across all Europe are beginning to feel they've been left in the lurch. But it's worse than that. It's something they couldn't tell anyone, ever. He's abandoned his post because he was the greatest of all informers, and now he's gone on report. He never had a moment's leisure. He was paid by so many powers that one shakes with shame to think of them. Time, the army and navy, pain and blame, the police, the family, and death. No one will escape. He got every name, and he wasn't at all what he said he was, Mr. Pleasure. Thank you. Brother Poems, read by me. Look me up, Brandy Pearson, on YouTube.